What is up guys, welcome back to another brand new video, and today we're going to take a look at 7 WWE wrestlers who have killed people. Number 7. The Great Khali. When Khali was in All Pro Wrestling aka APW, he faced off with an upcoming wrestler by the name of Brian Ong. After Brian received a concussion prior to his match with Khali, he was still forced to compete in a match with him. Knowing how sloppy Khali is in the ring, Brian still took the challenge, but unfortunately, after receiving 2 consecutive flapjacks, Brian was later taken to a hospital from yet another concussion and was soon pronounced dead. Number 6. DT Porter. Brian McGee aka DT Porter, a former WWE developmental wrestler who signed with the WWE in 2010, was charged with first-degree murder after stabbing his girlfriend Bianca to death in Tampa, Florida around 8:30 p.m. on a Wednesday night. He posted a bloody photo of his girlfriend on his Facebook account before leaving the scene, which led the police on finding out and later chasing him down. After crashing his car in a high-speed chase, Brian was taken into custody by the Tampa Police Department. DT was obviously released right after the incident, and his name has never been brought up since. Number 5. Jimmy Snuka. After coming home from a WWE taping with his girlfriend Argentino around 1983, Jimmy called the police to inform them that his girlfriend was unresponsive. Not telling the real story, she was still taken to the hospital but was later pronounced dead. With a lot of missing pieces from the incident, such as cuts on her body, bruises, and even injuries to her brain, nothing seemed right, especially from how Jimmy told his story of how he came home alone from work and just saw her injured on the floor. After many long years of confusion, the truth of the story came to an end as Jimmy was charged with third-degree murder as well as involuntary manslaughter. Number 4. Ox Baker. Now, even though Ox Baker, a former WWF wrestler, doesn't have any official killing records on his name, 2 wrestlers, yes 2, who have said to have been the victims are Alberto Torres and Ray Gunkel. I hope that's how you say it. The reason why is because of his finishing move called the Heart Punch. Torres died around 1971, just 3 days after his match with Baker, while Ray died around 1972 right on the spot after Ox's finishing move. Baker was never blamed for any of the incidents, even though some people think he should have been. Number 3. Chris Benoit. Considering the amount of times you guys have probably heard about Chris's double murder-suicide, I won't go too in depth about this incident. Basically, Chris Benoit, a former WWE wrestler, was said to have been the murderer of his wife and son and later committing suicide. The case was officially closed not too long after the incident, declaring Benoit as the murderer, but many people think otherwise. Number 2. Vern Gagne. Known as one of the greatest wrestlers of all time, Vern in his older years started to get ill as he had to stay in an assistant caring home. After getting in an argument with one of his roommates, he body slammed him onto the floor, unfortunately injuring his opponent, no pun intended, and causing him to sadly pass away due to the fatal fall. Due to the state Vern was in, he was also free from any charges, and he also sadly passed away just about last year in 2015. And last but not least, number 1. Scott Hall. Here's a video of him explaining it.
Of course it was over a girl. He smashed all the windshields out of my car. I walked outside and the security guard was there who watches the cars. I said, where is he? He's around the corner talking to the manager, who was my friend. And as I closed the distance, man, I mean, I remember what he was wearing, what I was wearing, what it smelled like. I mean, it's burnt in my brain. Like I drilled him, he went down and his shirt went up. And he was reaching for the gun, so I reached for it too. We wrestled around with the gun. I took it and shot him in the head. A guy pulled a gun on me, and I took it away from him and shot him point blank with a .45 caliber. A guy is dead. And I'm the reason, and this is bad.